Hey, what's up, folks? JayborinoPlays here, continuing my brutal walkthrough of Legacy of the Void. This is Templar's Return, our first mission back to Ire. It is a fully micro mission, so there's no Solarite allocation or unit variations to worry about. Let's just go ahead and get started here. Very fun mission. Now, I haven't played the campaign, I should say, for maybe over 2 weeks at this point. I was traveling for Thanksgiving. I recorded a ton in advance, so my execution will not be flawless, but that's kind of the point of this walkthrough. It is a walkthrough to show that there are strategies to use where your execution does not have to be perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and skip this. There's a lot of dialogue in this mission. I might just talk over it because there's a lot of it and they never shut up. I mean, we like to hear Alarak, but you know, there's plenty of other instances where you can listen to Alarak talk. Okay. So what I like to do is turn off Shadow Fury and Deadly Charge, because I like using both of these more strategically. So, Leap in, Shadow Wave, Deadly Charge, Shadow Wave. Alarak, where are you? There we go.
Well then, I will bow to your experience as a fool.
Okay, so I need to hotkey my heroes, which I neglected to do. Just run up and kill that Infestor.
I hesitate to think what you would do without
So when they're done blabbing, I would like to kind of go over these skills just to kind of emphasize the best places to use them. So if it's not clear, Destruction Wave, huge damage, no mana cost, 5-second cooldown. So just use that pretty much every time it's up. You just want to use that, and you can use it to snipe Overseers. So the whole point of this mission, you'll see, up here, I just sort of ran in. But what you can do is you can play this really safe. So the whole point of this walkthrough is to show where you can play it safe and where you do have to sort of just go for it. So up here, I could have sniped the Overseer with just Alarak and then moved in with Vorazun and killed everything else and not risked anything. So you don't have to play, again, very fast. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. There's only maybe 1 or 2 sections where you have to actually focus on moving very quickly. Okay, and then we can blink over here. We can kill this Spine Crawler when we're still out of detection range, and then just keep using Shadow Fury. So she's invulnerable when she uses Shadow Fury. She can hit burrowed things, and since she's invulnerable, she doesn't take that splash damage from Banelings. Keep in mind, so Shadow Fury, all Dark Templar have at this point. They do 35 damage with their jumps. She jumps 8 times for 60 damage. That's 480 damage. And she's invulnerable for the duration. That's like, trying to think like really how much that is. So if you, and then you blink, reset the cooldown. We'll just take this on the chin because I want to get rid of it. So that's 960 damage total, right? Because so this is a great example. We jump in, and then we blink, and then just do it again. So she's invulnerable for like a total of nearly 5 seconds, and dealing 960 damage in an area. So both of these heroes are just AoE monsters. Just AoE monsters.
Or do I need to keep slaughtering the Zerg here?
So you can soften this stuff up before bothering with Alarak. Alright, and then we'll just bring him over and we can use his dash. I don't like using Deadly Charge. I don't like using it on autocast because he will charge in and then put himself in a situation where he'll just get murdered instantly. So this section, there's just a lot of burrowed Banelings just sort of hanging out. So just go forward with Alarak. So here's a section where you may think, oh, you know, you got to be quick with both heroes. I disagree. All you really have to do is, here's where you want to tag team your heroes. Take Alarak, move up, and kill the Overseers. Once the Overseers are dead, you tag him out, tag Vorazun in, move up, and kill some static defense. And then we're going to move up and do the same thing again. So let's just kind of clean this area out. Do it again. Okay. So then Vorazun, hold position here. Alarak, move up. You're getting tagged in, buddy, and we're going to kill this Overseer up here. So all this stuff does respawn from Nidus Worms. It's quite annoying, but that's really not a big deal. The whole point here is once that Overseer is dead, we tag Vorazun in, and we go and kill 2 Nidus Worms. Also, Alarak's sustain is crazy because of soul absorption, where he just he gets all of his shields, not all of his shields, but he gets shields and health back. It usually is all, just because of how much he's killing it at one time. But you know, Alarak just hang out back there. We're gonna take Vorazun up here, kill the Nidus Worm, and then we'll Shadow Dance and kill the Banelings as well. So here's a section where again you don't have to bum rush in and then be really quick with all your skills. You just move up with Alarak, kill the Overseers, and you could play it either way. But if you're having trouble, this is what I would recommend doing. Okay, blink, and then do it again. Absolutely great. I don't know why I'm killing these Spine Crawlers. It's very unnecessary. So now, this next section may be the only slightly tricky section, maybe of even the whole mission.
Of course I am weak.
because this section you do have to move forward with both your heroes at a pretty reasonable rate. Also, well, that was unfortunate. Vorazun gets her shields back really, really quick, though. There's a bunch of burrowed banelings just sort of around. Let me go ahead and hotkey my heroes here. So you want to make sure that Vorazun isn't just standing around when all these banelings come out. So the key here, I think, is you want to inch forward with your heroes, and you want to find where the static defense is. So like there were 3 burrowed banelings there. That's the kind of stuff you want to kill, move forward with Alarak, and just kind of get rid of before moving up with Vorazun and making a bum rush for the the worms. So there's another Overseer up there. We're going to do our best to get rid of it, and Shadow Wave has such a low cooldown that we can just keep doing this. We'll get rid of the Spine Crawler and just keep doing this over and over and over again. Alarak can be a little fragile if you're not careful with him. If he's low and you want to get him healed up, then just back up and just keep doing it again. We're just going to keep trying to kill that Overseer, then we can move up to Vorazun. There's a second Overseer behind this one, though, at which point you're probably going to have to use both of your heroes to handle getting rid of all that stuff. So again, what I'm doing is I'm trying to lure out as much of the static defense, the stuff that would be there that's not being reinforced through the worms, as possible. Okay, Vorazun, move up. This is actually time I'm going to turn on Shadow Fury just on auto cast so that I don't really have to worry about... That was a bit of a waste, but... Okay, we're making progress. Vorazun, move up, and just keep using Shadow Wave over and over and over again. Okay. There we go. And she's using Shadow Fury, and I don't even have to micro both of my heroes at this point. Everything's going down. There we go. Overseer's just about dead. At this point, Alarak can pretty much do this himself. All right, move on in with Vorazun. Alarak, let's just play it safe and back you out, buddy. And there we go. And now she can finish this up. So get up there and kill this. So that's how I would recommend doing this section. That's one section. If you just turn Shadow Fury back on autocast, then you don't have to worry about microing it, because having to blink and doing it twice, like, you don't have to do that. You just spam the crap out of Destruction Wave and you'll be fine. And just because these Zerg bother me, I want to come back here and kill all of them. Alrighty, so we've cleaned this section out again. That is probably the hardest part of the whole level. So hopefully my explanation of that helped a little bit. We're going to have to blink over with Vorazun again here. We also can kill some of these Overseers, but I wouldn't really bother that much, but you can. Again, there's a section where it just removes a little bit of detection, though I don't think there's even anything up there that can kill us. There we go. It's gone. We blink up here.
Those mutalisks are swarming en masse. I would do my best to remain undetected if I were you.
Stand with our allies.
Okay, and then this is a section you just have to be a little vigilant and make sure that you're only blinking. You're only blinking when you know you can be pretty safe. So now, again, as long as you go pretty much right when the Overseer moves, you'll be fine. This one's moving, so we're going to blink down here. There's no way around this. I just run around this section. You could wait for your blink, but you might have more trouble, and we're through. Again, you can do that very, very fast. That's a section where taking your time is not really the best option, but there are safe spots where you can just sort of sit and you will be fine. Let's go ahead and open this door. There are Mutalisks over there. Do your best not to aggro them.
We have nearly reached the power structure. Press forward, High Lord.
Orders from you. The High Lord.
Okay, and then just
So shall it be.
wait for Wave of Destruction again so we can at least get some... No, Vorazun, don't! Okay, well, that's fine. I really wanted to get some of his health back. What we can do is actually kill some of these Mutalisks to get some of his health back. Just have to hit him once or twice.
So shall it be.
I didn't need his health back. I needed his shields back. There we go. So that's going to give me a little bit. Not great. All right, so we're going to push our way towards the end here. This goddamn Mutalisk. Just leave.
We must.
Do not.
You require counsel.
Okay, you can kill this. There's swarm hosts here. This really isn't a big deal. I would just recommend killing some of this stuff. They can't see me, so they're not going to spawn locusts. So what I can do is sit right by the edge here and then leap in like this. We're going to kill a bunch of them and then blink away. I would recommend blinking away because if you blink into them, you're going to get path blocked.
Do not waste my time.
Here's a section again. You can take it real slow. You don't have to run in with both heroes. I would recommend taking it a little slow. You can kill the Overseer, and then she can very, very easily kill the other stuff herself. Okay, great. So Alarak, back up.
There is little time.
Move in. We'll kill this. There we go. And then we just Shadow Fury just to kill these a little faster. And then you just do the same thing up here. Though I may be able to do this with Vorazun a little faster because they can't see me. Alternatively, I can just use both heroes. Here's a situation where I'd recommend just try using both. Lots and lots of swarm hosts here. Blink over here, do it again. Let's just run past the Overseer so that they can't see me. Meanwhile, Alarak move up and start destroying this stuff. We're just going to delay until... Oh, okay. That was weird. So again, you could take this slow or you can do it quick. I'm doing it quick right now. There we go. Okay. So let's get rid of these locusts, and then this is the final section. There we go. Are all my cooldowns up? So definitely do not leave Shadow Fury on autocast at this point. And just in case I get some bad luck or bad play, I'll go ahead and save right here.
The inner chamber is completely sealed. My stealth will not avail us here.
Then let us try a more direct approach. Guard me while I prepare. The Zerg will surely sense my growing power, will it?
Okay, so just sit him here, and then you just have to use Vorazun exclusively. So don't blow your cooldowns. The key is don't blow your cooldowns if you don't have to, which I just did. I just blinked and I didn't have to, but we should be fine. Killing things around him gives him his shields back. What I'm going to do is Shadow Fury right now. There we go. Blink is back up, so I would get the cooldown back. One thing that you can always do is just don't be afraid to just auto-attack like normal. That's Shadow Fury here. Let's blink and do it again. What you can do is let yourself be seen by the Overseers, because what it'll do is it'll make them attack you instead of Alarak. He's fine. It's over. Not a very hard section. Just don't use your abilities if you don't have to, basically.
Unbelievable. You didn't just blast open the door.
Both the Zerg and the power structure will trouble us no more. Contact the others and tell them of the victory I have brought you.
Rohana, Alarak and I have destroyed the power structure. Alert the next team that they may begin.
Oh, Alarak. What a goofball. This next section is even easier, and on Brutal, I didn't find anything noticeably harder on Brutal than any other section.
The loss of the first power structure has not gone unnoticed. Hybrid have convened to defend the area.
Good. They shall suffer the full extent of my wrath.
All in good time, friend Phoenix. The Hybrid are a powerful foe, and if we're going to face them, we will need support. I've spent quite some time.
Okay, we're gonna skip this. I was letting it play out, but then I'm like, all right, we don't need to worry about that. So, hotkey Carrix, Phoenix doesn't really need hotkeyed, but you run in with him and then steal.
An immortal. I cannot free the pilot from Amon's grasp, but I should be able to take control of it.
You know, you'd think we'd be trying to do this more often in like bigger battles too, because that way we're like taking prisoner all these captive Kali with hopes that we could reclaim them once we defeat Amon. You know?
I'm not detecting any robotic units ahead. I suppose now would be a good time to phase in some photon cannons.
Okay, get in there, Phoenix, Immortal, you're good. And surprisingly, the High Templar don't storm like you would expect them to. So Phoenix can just smash through this crap.
Structure lies ahead, but the temple grounds are vast.
Sentries, immortals, colossi, reavers. We should reclaim as many as possible before proceeding.
Okay, so the key here, yeah, is reclamation. Get as much stuff as possible. So there's times where it may not seem like you can get everything, but you can get everything. Like in situations where there's like immortals and sentries, take the immortal first and then just back out. And then you can snag the sentries after. So like we're going to run up, reclaim this, move in with Phoenix, run away. And everybody just run away, and then we just reclaim. Phoenix just jumped in there and killed that sentry.
Robotics facility in this area.
We could then supplement our forces with the units of our choosing. A clever plan.
So I would recommend going down first, because that's where you can get the Robo support bay, which would allow you to make Colossi instead of being tricked into thinking, oh, I can only make sentries and immortals. You just make a bunch of Colossi and you'll be fine. So I think it's up here. We're going to do that first. Get as much as we can. There are units that respawn apparently, and you can steal them. That's not what I want to do. Carrix, take this. Alright, this is an instance where we're just going to run. Carrick's move over there and try to take this sentry, and then we'll just kill the other one. There we go. So the key is, you know, you have sentries that heal your shield, so steal something and then just move it. Don't attack, just move. And that way it'll keep the enemies alive so you can, it'll wait for reclamation to come back up and you can take them. Also, sentries are good for the shield healing, so this part just go real slow, like I am. You could go a lot faster, but you don't have to, again.
I'm detecting a robotic support bay nearby. If we can claim it, we can construct Colossi.
So I don't know how many times I can say it, like, you don't have to rush. It's also a good idea to lay down some cannons just to distract the enemy while you try to steal everything else. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to take that Immortal, run it away, lure the Zealots into my other units, and just try to take everything. Leave Phoenix kind of in the back, because what he's going to end up doing is jumping in and killing everything. So let's lay down a cannon here. There we go. Steal the Immortal, run away. Just run, and then we're going to steal Colossus. And then everybody just run. And then Carrick steal the other Colossus. There we go. Okay, and we got pretty much everything. We didn't lose anything. We didn't take any health damage on anybody, any of our heroes, I should say. So what you do is, you have to reclaim the buildings. Some people don't realize this. You have to use reclamation on the buildings. So now we can go and take a robo facility. Now, I can't guarantee that that strategy would work on the Reavers. There's Reavers on the upper left. The Reavers might just kill each other fast enough that you can't take both using that same strategy. So don't be afraid to take a little health damage, you know, because eventually you'll be able to get a lot more units in the long run if you just go for it. So, okay, so here's a situation. We could steal. I think we might be able to steal this. Oh, okay. Well, that did not function the way I wanted it to, but we lured in a bunch of this stuff. Phoenix is going to murder this. Let's just get in there and steal the Immortal. Throw down some cannons. Immortal move. He's stuck for some reason. Carrick's does have an attack, but it sucks.
If your systems were compromised by Amon, yes, I believe I could purify them. By the bold.
So that wasn't really a strategy I had thought of, but if you take control of that cannon over there, it lures in half of the units, so you don't have to worry about the rest. So here's where you just make Colossus, make Immortals, and they're super, super fast. I think they're fast just because of Carrick's pylon field, actually. It's too bad we can't have Carrick's just sitting in our base at other points in time. So you just make a bunch of Colossus. Makes this very, very easy. And then you have the sentries to heal the shields of both Phoenix and your Immortals. So just for fun, even though we're going to get the 60 supply very, very quick, I am going to go and clear out the whole left side. Maybe we can get some of those Reavers to help me out. Unfortunately, we can't build Reavers. Okay, so here's another section. Wow, they didn't even move. Wow, that was pretty wild. So lure some of them in. This is, again, another section, so we're going to steal the Immortal, everybody back up, especially Carrick's. And let's see if we can steal another sentry. Cool. So we're getting like 2 out of 3 of these like double sentry Immortal groups, which isn't bad. And if you're a little more diligent and a little more risky with Carrick's, you could probably get away with getting all 3, but it's not necessary. We're already almost full up to where we need to be. Carrick's move up. Here's another situation. We just do this. They're gonna come to me. Steal the Immortal. Back up. Drop a cannon too. Ow.
I believe you are right, friend Phoenix. Let us make for the power structure.
So it's like you could use reclamation on the cannon or use it to like steal the Immortal. You could kind of do both, but I would recommend just making sure you get the units more than anything else. Okay, so we'll take these buildings. I might just make some sentries. We have a lot of money though, so let's see what's the most we can build. Let's just make 3 sentries. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, Guardian Shield and then the Shield Recharge will help. We've got 4 Colossus, which should be more than enough. We've got a lot of Immortals, too. There's even more units to steal. We're going to go up and get those Reavers as well. Or try to. We might only get 1, but I'll try to get more. The key to them might be to steal him. Again, we kill the sentries so fast that you can't even steal them, but I just built some for that reason.
My sensors are showing a lot of Reavers up ahead. Reclaiming them would be risky, but their firepower would be a huge asset.
Okay, so there's 3 Reavers. Again, getting these is tricky just because Carracks can die so fast, and you don't want your stuff dying. So we're going to move back in this direction. Move the sentries back so that they don't just take those hits square on the chin. I think the key here might be to lay down cannons and lure out some stuff. All right, it's working. Go ahead and steal one if you can. Phoenix is going to get his shields back, so we'll be fine. All right, take this Reaver. There we go. So we got both Reavers, or we got 2 Reavers. 2 of 3, that's not bad. Phoenix, keep in mind, he's got the shield capacitor. It's very similar to Resurgence that Artanis has, where when all of his shields go down, he instantly gets them back, and the cooldown is only 45 seconds. So it makes him nearly immortal. I mean, not quite, but nearly. When you go back to the center, I believe there's like a Colossus group that just suddenly comes out of nowhere, or maybe not. There it is. So steal 1. Attack. Oh god, Carracks! Did I just kill... Did I just kill Carracks by accident? I left-clicked him. I feel like such an idiot. Alright, well... Let's just load the checkpoint. I'll do a cut here. That wasn't really... I mean, it was clearly poor play, but it was such a dumb mistake that I'm not going to, like, redo the video, okay? So I'll see you when I get my group back. Okay. Well, hey. Let's try not to kill Carracks again this time, but let's actually kill, take out these units, or try to steal some of them. Mostly just the Colossus, because they're expensive. Doesn't really matter what happens to the rest of the stuff here. We have a huge army. We're going to be able to just smash through this area. So Phoenix, your shield capacitor is up. Cool. Okay, so again, we're just going to smash through these hybrid very, very easily. We have a huge army. Make sure you use Guardian Shield. Honestly, I wouldn't even say make sure you do. You have to. No, that's the opposite of what I'm saying. You don't have to. Just go and you'll be fine. Lead with the Immortals. Let's go ahead and pop open a Guardian Shield and move on in.
Your crusade has failed.
Keep an eye on Phoenix. He does have shield capacitor, so he'll be able to get his stuff back. Just keep laying down cannons, too. Now we're going to move Phoenix back because his shields are going down a little bit. But as you can see, we have way more than enough. Way more than enough. Cool. Section 2 done.
With the hybrid eliminated, we can safely destroy the power structure.
Okay. And then the third section is an escape section, but you can mostly just auto-attack. Just constantly use Artanis' abilities, and you'll be okay.
There. The Matrix was never meant to be dismantled like this. It has released a massive overflow of psionic energy from the surface of Ire.
Okay.
Hierarch, I fear you are in great peril. Psionic energy is gathering in the cavern behind you. If it reaches your position...
Do not fear, Carracks. My warriors and I will keep ahead of the energy storm. Victory is still within our grasp.
Artanis, I am sending my Dark Templar to clear the path ahead. They shall aid your advance.
As will the Purifiers, deploying warp prisons. The Tal'Darim shall win this battle for you. My warriors are joining your forces now.
Okay, and then just go as soon as you have the ability to control your heroes.
The future is ours. Continue fighting, warriors. I will channel the astral winds to heal your wounds. Be swift, my brothers. The psionic energy has already flooded the cavern entrance.
It's quite hard to keep all those zealots alive. And, just focus on going and running forward as opposed to trying to keep everything alive. Not really that big of a deal. I'm going to run over and kill these infestors quickly because they're just annoying otherwise. And then just keep healing every time it's up. And then just auto-attack your way through, jump in, stun things. Astral Winds when he gets low. Those Tal'Darim Immortals do huge damage. I've only lost 1 zealot so far, maybe 2.
Fighting near your position, Artanis. You nearly destroyed a meteor hive cluster.
Okay, well, we lost some zealots. Again, it's really not a big deal. Leap on over there, kill these infestors as soon as possible, and keep attacking over here. Astral Winds. And just keep using his abilities. There we go. It's coming up behind us, but not to the point where we're like in serious trouble.
We serve at your command.
Okay, move on up here. We have Energizer Sentries now, my favorite.
Energies are closing in behind us.
Leap on in. Okay, and then we'll continue. Keep in mind, you do have Sentinel Zealots, so those do have a chance of reconstructing, so they might get left behind. Just keep that in mind. All right, just keep stunning, keep going. Those Tal'Darim Immortals, the Vanguards, contribute a huge amount. Keep jumping in every time it's up. Keeping an eye on my units. My Zealots get healed up to full with Astral Wind. Jump in and stun the Ultralisk. Keep using stun every time it's up as well. That's pretty important. Keep going. Astral Winds. Move on up. Just make sure you're using F2 to select all your units so that nothing gets left behind as well. Leap on in over here. Stun the Spine Crawlers. Astral Winds. Even if he goes down, keep in mind he's got Resurgence. Doesn't matter.
The Templar are just ahead of your position, Hierarch. They have nearly taken down the final hive cluster.
Okay, Artanis gets all of his health back through Astral Wind, so just keep using it. We still have a lot of our Zealots alive, surprisingly. And let's move on up here. Now we got Dark Templar.
Several Nidus worms are defending the final power structure. My Dark Templar will aid you in destroying them.
Okay, we still have the Energizer Sentries. We still have our Colossi, the real important units, and then we've got our Immortals as well. So the Zealots aren't that important, but they're still good units to have. Okay, leap on in here. Astral Winds now. Auto-attack your way to the Nidus Worms. We're very far ahead of where we need to be, so we are just fine. Okay, we lost a Zealot, not a big deal. Astral Winds. And keep it up. Okay, and if you notice, I am using his Q ability very frequently to stun big units. Okay, and then keep doing it. One Colossus hit this. One Colossus hit this. And Artanis is fine. Jump on in, stun one of the Nidus Worms, close the caves. Just have to get on top of the Nidus Worms, and we've done it. We're way ahead. We're way ahead of the thing chasing us, too, so we're fine.
The final power structure. When it falls, the Psi Matrix will be no more.
You have done it, Artanis. We have stayed the Golden Armada's advance, for now. Initiating dimensional recall.
Cool, and that was that. So other than accidentally just straight up killing Carix, we are in just good shape. So the next mission is the last big macro mission before the big defense salvation mission at the end. So Solarite allocation is going to be the most important thing for these final missions coming up. And again, this is all about showing straightforward, more simplistic strategies of which you can use to beat these missions. Now, I have a bit of a pet peeve. There's a lot of playthroughs of game, not just Starcraft. I mean, Starcraft is certainly a perpetrator, but many games where people will write, "Oh, Starcraft brutal walkthrough," and it's basically just them playing through brutal blind. And they're like, well, I beat it on brutal, so it's a walkthrough. No, it's not. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, pat myself on the back, whatever. It's just like, I am trying to explain to people how to beat these missions. I'm not just playing them on brutal. So my strategies should work for everybody because I feel that they're very simple. That does not mean they're the only strategies. There's many better strategies, I agree. But you don't have to use more complex strategies even though they might be more effective. My strategies are effective, and I feel that they're pretty straightforward and simple. There aren't too many micro abilities that you have to use in order to win. All right. This has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.